Hi everyone, my name is Stephanie and thank you for joining me for today's 30-minute beginner deep stretch and flexibility routine on a rebounder. I'm jumping on a Cellar Sizer rebounder. For more information, please visit ijumpinstead.com. I've just been to the loo, so you should too. Get that out before we get our stretch session on, and let's get this party started. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me. Let's go ahead and put our feet in a wide stance and let's begin to health bounce. The heels can come up off the mat just a little bit or they can stay connected to the mat. Either way, you're sinking into the mat and you're beginning to pump the body and start to move the circulation through. Let's go ahead and lift our spine up. Let's lengthen our neck while we keep our chin parallel to the ground. So let's lift our head up and we call this posture jump. So focusing on our posture, let's get a little bit taller and notice that we're going down and up and stretching the spine, creating more flexibility in the spine. And let's practice our nose breathing today. So let's close our mouths. Let's breathe through our nose. Let's put the tongue at the roof of the mouth. So go ahead and pull your shoulders down just a little bit more as we lift the head up. Five, four, three, two, and one. Next up, we call this the boogie. So let's go ahead and pull our shoulder apart from the hip on the same side that we press our foot down into the mat. And we're gonna rock back and forth, noticing our heels come up off the mat, and we're holding the bar. And let's rock those shoulders so we can start to create that flexibility and mobility in the waist and in the lower back. Keep your chin parallel to the floor and the mouth stays closed. Rock those shoulders and the hips. Let's go a little bit deeper into the stretch, pulling those shoulders down. And now let's go ahead and face our chest to one side, removing just one hand off the bar, continuing to rock the shoulders and the hips. We're facing the side and we're feeling ourselves going deeper into the flexibility of our lower back on the sides and the front of our stomach in the obliques. Pressing down with equal weight distribution into both feet is very important. And let's go ahead and rotate to the other side, switching hands on the bar, facing our chest directly to the corner here. Keeping the spine tall, feeling into the waist flexibility, the lower back strengthening. Five, four, three, two, and one. Here we go. So let's go ahead and do some health bounce and let's bring one arm up and we're going to do some golf twists with one hand on the bar at all times. So we're going to twist and then bring it back. Twist, bring it back. Twist and forward. Twist and forward. So you can keep your eyes forward when you do this, or you can look behind you as much as you can. And we're opening up our back and our chest. And we're loosening up our lower back and spine. Twist, bounce, and twist. Forward. 5, 4, 3. Let's go a little deeper. 2, and 1. Perfect job. Let's go ahead and do our twisters. So we're gonna twist, 2, 3, 4. Twist, 2, 3, 4. So guide those hips with your toes. And I want you to stand a little bit taller, noticing that your chest is staying forward as much as you can, and the toes are facing directly to the side with our hips. Twist and twist. Here we go. 5 more. twist, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Next up, we're gonna do some cat-cow. So let's go ahead and bring our shoulders and hips forward into that nice tucked position. And we can stay facing the bar, and we wanna lengthen our chin out to the front. So we're reaching forward with our shoulders and hips and chin. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's tuck the chin in and bring the shoulders and hips back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring it forward. Hips, shoulders, and neck nice and long. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And tuck the chin in. Bring the shoulders back, hips back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great. Next up, we're gonna open up the neck. So let's go ahead and stand nice and tall, feet just past hip width stance. Let's lengthen our spine, and let's bring our chin down to the chest. We're just gently bouncing here. I want you to bring your chin a little closer to your chest, feeling the opening up of the back of the neck. Now let's rotate our head to the side so we have one ear inching closer to our shoulder. Feel the tightness opening up, loosening up. Let's bring the ear a little closer to the shoulder. Now let's rotate our chin up to the corner of the room, gently lengthening our face, jaw, and neck, and even feeling the stretch down into the shoulder. We can take that other arm as well, and we can push the palm straight out, creating that nice long line between the palm and our chin. Stretch a little bit further. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and bring the chin back down to the chest. Now let's rotate the head to the other side, ear to shoulder. Gently feeling every single down bounce, opening up the stretch a little bit more. Let's bring the ear a little closer to the shoulder. Now let's go ahead and rotate the chin up to the corner of the room, feeling that nice stretch and lengthening happening in the face and jaw and neck. And let's reach that other arm straight out to the corner here, downward, and pushing the palm. Let's create that nice long line between that reaching chin and the palm. Lengthen a little bit more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Let's go ahead and put our feet a little bit wider, and let's shift our weight to one leg, and let's take one arm and let's rotate it around in a big circle here, and stay on that standing leg for the most part while as we use our other foot for support. Holding the bar, let's keep the shoulder back, and let's lean over here and gently bounce into the entire side of the body here, noticing that the hip is getting a nice deep stretch. And I want you to reach with your arm, lengthen your arm straight up, feeling your arm getting longer, the side of your back, the waist, the hips, pumping the heel just a little bit deeper into the mat than the top half of the foot. Reach a little bit further. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And bring the arm all the way around and down, and switch to the other side, reaching that arm. Might as well lengthen it here. We're in the other standing leg, using this leg for support. Let's keep the shoulder back, and let's lean over and gently pump our bodies into the mat, opening up the hip, the back, and lengthening the arm. And let's reach a little bit further, lengthening straight up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's bring that arm all the way around and down. Next up, let's put our hands on the bar here. And let's go ahead and open up those quads. So I'm going to ask you to bring each heel up one at a time with 2 mid bounces in between. So we're going to kick up, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, just like that. So go at the pace that your rebounder allows, and I want you to focus on the feeling of the lengthening in your quad. Lifting that heel up just enough to feel the stretch. I also want you to lengthen your neck a little bit. Straight up, keeping that spine as tall as you can. Now I want you to bring your knees out just a little bit, feeling that stretch in the knees, and lengthening more so the inner thighs and the front of the quads. 5, 4, 3, stretch it out, 2, and 1. Next up, we're going to do forward kicks. So you can face the bar or you can face the side, and we're going to do 3 mid bounces in between each kick. And with forward kicks, I want you to just bring the toe up, and I want you to point the toes and lengthen the legs. We're feeling it into the hamstrings and the glutes, and you can just bend over just a little bit into that stretch, focusing on an equal stretch in both hamstrings. So point those toes, see if you can lengthen the leg at the top of the kick, keeping the mouth closed. Feel into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's go ahead and do side to side kicks. So let's keep our feet parallel to the ground, just like this. With every kick, 3 mid bounces in between. Kick, 2, 3, 4. Kick, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. We're leaning into it just a little bit, gripping onto that bar, keeping us nice and stable. We want to lengthen our spine, and we want to feel into the stretch in our hips, the lengthening in our legs. Keep the chin parallel to the ground, relaxing the eyes and face, keeping the mouth closed. See if you can go just a little bit deeper into that stretch, lifting your leg up a little higher. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now let's go ahead and do our back kick. So I want you to keep your chest up, okay? Make sure the chest stays up as we kick back. Here we go. Back kick. 2, 3, 4, and kick. 2, 3, 4. Lead with the heels. We're going straight into the lower back muscles, creating more flexibility and more strength. Feeling that down bounce. That's where the magic is happening. That's where we're adding resistance and strengthening the lower back in that nice pinched position, and we're lengthening as well. Keep the chest up if you can. Noticing that the core muscles want to engage as well. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Here we go. We're going to go ahead and put one foot to the side of the rebounder, and we're going to hang one leg over for just 30 seconds here. I want you to take your foot, and I want you to rotate your ankles. You can stop bouncing, or you can just very gently bob here. And I want you to do 3 to 5 circles, slow circles in each direction, stretching out the ankles and the feet and the calves, and even up to the quads and the hamstrings. 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides. So we can spend some time pointing the toes and lifting the toes. And we also want to do 3 to 5 rotations slow and steady, feeling into the tightness. In each direction, we go 3 to 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let's get into our swimming segment and lengthen the core and the arms and the chest and the upper back. So put your feet just past hip width stance, and we're just gonna do a gentle health bounce, and we can lift our heels off the mat, but we don't have to. Let's go ahead and just do a flat foot bounce, and let's do some cross stroke. So one hand on the bar at all times, and I want you to reach forward, feeling that nice lengthening happening in the upper back, and then we go reach down, back, up, forward, hold the bar, down, back, up, forward. And I want you to lengthen the arm here. Open the chest, lengthen the arm here, lengthen the arm and the waist here, and then lengthen the back. We have this opportunity to create a longer, leaner look, get more flexible, get more mobile in the upper body. And here we go. We're gonna also improve our swimming strokes skills. You can also lean a little bit into the stretching. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's go ahead and do backstroke. So we start here and we go up and to the back and down, and then hold the bar. Forward, up, back, and down. Forward, up, back, and down. Lengthen the arms. Feel the arms actually getting longer in every single position with every single bounce. And we also want to connect to longer waistline as well. And back and chest. Keeping our mouths closed, keeping our eyes relaxed, keeping our body pumping. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take one arm and let's do our side strokes. So we can stay in a wide stance on the mat, and we're gonna notice our weight shift. So our weight will shift into this leg as we reach around, and then it'll shift into the other leg as we reach over, okay? Keep your hand on the bar, and just big side circles here. And here we open the chest. We paint the ceiling, and then we open the upper back. Open that chest, lengthen the arm, paint the ceiling, stretching out the side, and then lean over, feeling that stretch in your back. Chest, waist, back, arm, arm, arm. Lengthen, that's what we're doing here. We're lengthening and we're bouncing. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's switch sides. So the weight goes first into this leg. We reach over, and then we reach back. Up and over, and reach back. Shift your weight into each foot as you would naturally. Open and lengthen, spend that time. You can slow these strokes way down, or you can speed them up. And I just want you to feel longer in every single position, feeling graceful and lengthening the core as well. Let's go ahead and do one more here. Open, paint the ceiling, and reach. Great job. Next up, we're gonna tread water. So we're gonna take one arm here and feet just past hip width stance. We're gonna reach forward and we're going to flick the wrists. So I open the wrists when I twist back, and then I close the wrist or close the hand when I reach forward. Does that make sense? Open it when we're coming forward, and then bring it in when we go back. So let's just lengthen the arm here, noticing the back stretches here, lengthening the arm here, noticing the chest opens there, and then all the while the waist is twisting and the body is pumping. Feel that deep stretch in the wrist. And we can slow it down or speed it up. And we can do it differently each time we do this routine. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching arms. Here we go. Feel the arms getting longer. Feel the wrists getting stronger. The back and the chest and the waist. Keeping the mouth closed, tongue at the roof of the mouth. Let's go ahead and do one more here. And reach and lengthen. 2, 1. Next up, the other arm here. We're going to reach down behind us, flick the wrist, and come up. Flick the wrist, come down, flick the wrist, come up. And the weight shifts naturally into each leg as we are pumping the body, and we're lengthening the arm and the waist. Noticing on both sides of the waist is getting activated every single time we do our swim stroke. See if you can lengthen and reach a little bit more. Feeling the neck also gets a stretch. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switching arms. Here we go. Reach with that arm. Make it longer. Let's do one more here. Great job. Next up, we're going to put our hands on the bar and we're going to do some standing twists. So I want you to put your feet just past hip width stance, and we are going to keep our toes facing forward. So I want you to choose a side that you're going to twist to while the feet stay forward, and I want you to keep that outside hand on the bar. Let's go ahead and lift the spine and twist the chest directly to the side as we keep our feet forward. And let's lift up our spine and notice that we're going up and down in this nice pump and flush while the spine is twisted. So we can bring our back shoulder back, correct our posture a little bit more, and lift the spine, and then feel the down bounce. If you want to increase the bounce just a little bit to really feel that pump, I encourage you to do so. You can twist a little bit further back and lift the spine. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come out of it. And the other hand holds the bar. Release the first hand and twist into that 90-degree angle. The shoulders are facing to the side. Toes stay forward, and we lift the spine. And feel the up and down bounce, massaging our spine, creating that flexibility, that circulation, that mobility. Let's bring our back shoulder back just a little bit, lifting the spine a little bit taller. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Great job. Now let's go ahead and put our feet just exactly where you want them. And we're going to just do relaxation health bounce. And so you can have your feet closer together, not together, but closer together if you want. Hip width apart, just beyond whatever suits you right now. So let's lift our spine up, holding the bar. Create that nice tall spine, lengthened, lift it up, and feel that up and down massage on the spine. I want you to relax your shoulders, relax your face, relax your arms, your neck. Take all of the tension out of your body, your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw, the arms. All you need to do is stay standing and notice your feet are pumping you down into the mat. And I want you to connect to the top of the bounce. Feel lighter. Connect to that decrease of gravity against your body. Connect to this moment of deep tissue massage. Feel that pump. Feel how good that feels. That lift and that resistance, that pump. Continue relaxing your eyes and face. Continue sinking into that increased gravity, lifting out of the gravity. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to take one hand, I want you to pull on your ear. And I want you to make it feel good, pulling anywhere you want to, opening up the ear canal, pulling gently. We don't need to pull hard, we pull gently. And we can pull the middle of the ear, the top, the lobe, anywhere we want. Give it that little tug, that massage. Three, 2, 1. Switching to the other side. Continuing to be in a health bounce and a health pump, feeling that up and down bounce. Make those ears feel good. Three, 2, and 1. Next, we're going to drag our tongue through the bottom part of the gums, into the cheek, through the top half of the gums, and into the other cheek. I want you to do 3 slow, strong circles, pressing your tongue into your gums in circles, 3 in each direction. Here we go. Great job. Now I want you to take your finger and I want you to look straight at your finger and hold it right at eye level, about 15 inches away from your eyes. And notice your body is still pumping up and down. The feet are flat against the mat and the spine is tall. Now I want you to drag your finger in figure 8 movement in front of your eyes. And I want you to notice that your eyes are stretching. So the face stays forward and you stretch your eyes to the outer perimeter of your vision, holding a clear vision of the finger to the best of your ability. And I want you to rotate in one direction for a few rounds, and let's go ahead and change the direction to the opposite. Feeling that stretch in the eyes, keeping the face forward, stretching it all the way around. You will feel a light fatigue. You will feel a strengthening of the eyes as the body is in a circulation pump. Continuing to nose breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And last but not least, let's go ahead and focus with our feet together on our ability to balance. So let's stop bouncing here and let's hold the bar and let's take one hand off the bar, and keeping our eyes wide open, let's take the other hand off the bar and hover the hands right over the bar. Stay as safe as you possibly can, and let's practice 30 seconds of our balance. Relax the body and the face. Relax the mind. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Thank you so much for joining me for today's 30-minute deep stretch and flexibility routine on a rebounder. For more information about the Cellerciser, please visit ijumpinstead.com or Cellercise.com. If you're interested in more beginner workouts on this YouTube channel, go to our playlist section. We have lots of free routines available, anywhere from beginner friendly to advanced. We have 10-minute routines, we have 20, 30, and even 60-minute routines. We have upper body routines, lower body routines, and lots of beginner friendly routines. I also encourage you to consider checking out our memberships here on this YouTube channel. We offer daily live classes that are incredible for beginner, intermediate, and advanced jump stars to create the most incredible strength, symmetry, and flexibility that we possibly can on a rebounder. Thanks again for joining me today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.